Why did you come to Earth? No, wait, don't tell me. To bring pleasure to Earth women. No kidding. If some of my women friends knew about you guys, they'd grab the first shuttle to Anthea.
You want to know why I came here?
Sure. If you want to tell me. This is so wild. I have a million questions. Say something in Anthean.
Etawa Bilik Morano, Auro Lacofano.
Whatever is born dies, and everywhere the light of life fails.
Oh, that's a cheery thought.
My planet was struck by a meteor storm, and there aren't many of us left. Now another storm is approaching, and unless we find a new home, our entire race will be wiped out. We traveled to asteroids and closer planets, but it was hopeless. Then we picked up some of your TV and radio signals. MTV. Earth is our last hope.
Well, this is your home now. Tell the others to come on.
I crashed in the last rocket. Now I have to build another one. Do you think we can fit in here?
You'll make a better human than most of us. Anyway, the Earth could use a few more Anthean geniuses.
That's what scares me. We'll be the latest weapon for the Americans, the Russians, and every crackpot terrorist. It's our nature to help others. But if we're discovered, our only chance to remain here and survive is to be invisible.
Well, that shouldn't be too difficult.
I don't know. I couldn't do it.
John, we have the best guidance system man in the country. Meet Dr. Vernon Gage.
Dr. Gage, John Dory.
Pleasure, I'm an admirer.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you. So I hear you worked with Jennings at Hughes. How was that?
Midgets. We're all midgets next to a giant like you.
So what do we have here?
Oh, I built this little unit for my sister's boy. It gives you all the basics. I understand you want to go transorbital with re-entry and reuse. You okay? Vertigo, right? Eyes lock onto a moving object and you spin out. I've met astronauts have the same problem. How do you fly?
I'm fine as long as I can look out and see the skies. We want to fly for 6 months. And we want to go a little farther out in space than NASA.
How far you want to go?
Oh, about 200 million miles and back.
The edge of the solar system? That's what I call boldness of vision. Mr. Dory, you're crazier than I am, and I like that in a man.
I picked up a couple you might like. You're right, who wants to see the new Streetwave video anyway? You want to hear perfect sound? Come back here. You angry at me?
No.
Is it cold in here?
Not for me.
There's something walking on the street and it senses delight when it sees your meat. Hey, can I see that thing?
It's nothing.
Oh, sure it's nothing.
Billy, you know, it'd be really good for me if you wouldn't say anything to anybody about this. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Felix, your New Mexico complex is ideal for a launch site.
Good.
What do you think?
Weather's right. Sky's clear. Nobody around to get hit on the head by debris if we screw up.
Secrecy is a main advantage. I don't want any more spying than we already have. My phone is tapped, and I've noticed surveillance equipment around the apartment.
Take your pick. The Soviets, high-tech pirates, what they can't think up and build, they'll steal.
Which is why New Mexico is perfect. It's good for security and excellent for experimental projects.
Vernon and I will leave as soon as possible. Thank you, gentlemen.
Later.
You all right?
It's nothing.
Here, let me see.
I trust the girlfriend and the juvenile delinquent will not be coming to New Mexico.
Don't worry, I can't risk any more situations now. I'm going alone. Do you think it's the Soviets tapping my phone?
No. Frankly, I think it's much more likely to be our side.
There you go.
Thank you.
So, is there any reason why the government might have a special interest in you?
Miss Waters,
Yes?
my handkerchief.
Oh. Sorry.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
As a Mr. Morse of the National Security Agency insists on seeing you now, I'm afraid you're going to have to. John, is there something you want to tell me? I can assure you any confidence will be treated in the strictest secrecy. Perhaps it is best. There are certain things that I don't know.
Thank you, Felix. There is one thing. Fire that secretary.
Oh, why?
My handkerchief, she wanted a blood sample.
Why can't I go with you?
You're supposed to be so tight.
You're gonna look awfully silly with just one cowboy boot, you know? Come on, John.
I told you, people may try to get at me through you, and I can't take that chance.
I can. Come on, I'm used to being scared all day. I'm a New Yorker.
So you think it's funny? What about Billy? Are you willing to risk him, too?
Risk what? He has no future here. I'd give anything to get him out of this city.
Would you give me the other boot?
I wouldn't ask if it was for myself, you know. But he can't survive here. He's a bright kid. Maybe he could find himself out there.
I only have 3 months to launch this rocket, and I can't let anything get in my way. I'm sorry, I have to go alone.
Okay.
So what do you think, John Wayne?
Pee Wee Herman.
I'm glad we're meeting, Mr. Morris. Felix told me how anxious you are to see me.
You're practically a national treasure, and, well, we want to assist you in any way we can.
Thank you. Felix will be glad to hear that.